Hello, I'm Melinda NailFanatic. And this session is going to be a little bit different than you're used to. We're switching it up. I'm going to be focusing, I have several different decks setting here. And I don't know how long this show is going to go, but the plan is to go through each of these decks. And with each of these decks, I'm going to give 9 shuffles. I'm going to do my full shuffle prayer that I do. And we're going to pull 2 cards off the top. We're going to consider the bottom as a foundation. We're going to read the messages from the book. And the 2 questions that we're going to deal with every time from each of these, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 decks here. We're going to ask a question. Number 1 is, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? In other words, before we were born, we chose to come to Earth right now to be in our life, in our bodies, in our experiences that we've been living right now for a special purpose. There's a reason that we came here right now. There's a reason why our life looks the way it does, why our behaviors are the way they are, why our mentality, our spirituality, our physicality, our sexuality, everything is the way it is for a reason. You know what? I'm just going to take this out. And there it is. We're going to take out some restrictive energy out here, removing restrictions. So what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? So that whole planned agreement when we said, you know what, I want to go to Earth. I want to live in the contrast. I want to experience life as a human. We had a purpose for that. And so in today's show, in this episode, we're going to talk about what is the advice to help us fulfill that purpose, whatever that is. The second question that we're going to ask for from every one of these decks is, what is my purpose here and now? In other words, there's a grand scheme of things. We came here for a big old thing, but there's little bits and pieces along the way. And so what is the purpose for where we are here and now? So we're going to just pull cards, and where you're resonant with it, put your comments in, let us know. If you want to set your intention that this message covers what is deeply on your heart and mind right now, do that now. The best way to do that is being fully tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Subscribe to the channel, get your notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. So we're going to begin. First deck we're going to use the Akashic Tarot. We're going to start with the heavy hitter. This is a very powerful deck. I got this just recently. As a matter of fact, it came in when I was at the retreat. If you watched the videos from the retreat, you might recognize this deck. So this is the deck we're going to be working with first. And so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do the full shuffle thing. Hey, Bone Shaker. Welcome. Connecting the body and the body. Hold on. Okay. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. And connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. I do also want to mention right now, any donations that you send will just be donations. This is not the Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download, so I will not be doing personal mini readings. But I feel that even if you're looking for a personal mini reading, just keep watching. I feel like you're going to get some information that you need right here through this show. I feel that this is going to be an extremely powerful presentation. So let's see what Spirit has for us. The bottom of the deck is the 3 of Scrolls, setting your course. So this is the foundation. This is where we found ourselves at this time, setting your course. We see people consulting maps. We see somebody looking through the spyglass from the ship. They're out at sea. There's a rainbow in the background. The ship's sails are at full sail. So you're moving in a direction. Let's see what the book has to say for us about this. 3 of Scrolls. 3 of Scrolls. You know, I'm usually a very intuitive reading channel, but today these messages want to come through through the book. Really, they really want to come through the book. Hello, Genesis. Welcome to our channel. All right, so setting your course. The captain of a ship stands on the forward bridge, surveying the horizons through a telescope. Two officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. This card can also show a potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda too. The captain's telescope shows the way to more information in a neighboring card. Whether upright or reversed, the card to which a telescope points reveals the supporting influences or obstacles as you chart your course. This card may also provide insight into events, people in your partnerships, and even travel or relocation plans. So let the telescope give you a closer look. Imagine you are a ship upon the sea. The wind has filled your sails and you cut through the water with ease. Feel the exhilaration of boundless freedom and the assurance of going wherever your will drives you. Where are you headed? So I feel the energy of, there's some things that we chose for ourselves. And this is like setting our sail and letting the wind carry us in that direction. But let's see, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? Let's see what that answer is. We have number 11, the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant. So let's see what the book says about this. Oh, I hope my voice lasts for this whole reading. Shoot. Okay, this is, the stars are shining on a serene desert night. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. 2 men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It can also show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract. Facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work toward your highest purpose to uphold the sacred covenant. You have to touch the world with your light. So what is our purpose right now? Or what is the advice for us to fulfill our purpose that we chose before we came to earth? Is that we face our lessons of growth, avoid emotional drama. Don't allow ourselves to get pulled into other people's emotional drama right now. We have to bring our unique contribution to the world. Like, we all have specific gifts and talents and abilities. And yours could be reading cards on YouTube. Yours could be doing nails or makeup or hair or cooking or taking care of children. Whatever it is, it's important, and it's time for you to step up and do that. That is the advice for you right now. That you touch the world with your light. Hello, Christina. Welcome to our channel. So grateful to have you. So let's see if that's our advice, that we should touch the world with our light. What is our purpose here and now? Let's see what comes out. The 2 of Scrolls, 2 worlds. So let me find this in the book. 2 worlds. All right. Surrounded by a spinning wheel and baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers in the fireplace. She has worked hard at spinning for the coins that are gathered on the table. The expansive wind behind her looks out onto a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. When you receive this card, there's a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then, missing the wonders that the secular world could offer, such as love, family, and financial success, you chose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounced back and forth from the monastic to the personal in a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. You are now again experiencing a polarity between a fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day life. It often feels as if you have to let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your eternal truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. So this being our purpose here and now is, how do we meld our spiritual world into our physical world? And if it can't be done, literally it said, we might have to leave it. That's the purpose of here and now. Either we're going to meld these two energies so we can be our full spiritual shiny self, as came out in the Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download today, or we're going to have to leave something behind because it doesn't fit in that melding. Because we made an agreement to shine our light. We have to shine our light. Like, that's the whole deal. That is the advice to fulfill our purpose that we chose in coming here. Shine our light. So the purpose right here and now is bringing these two worlds closer together. Can we do that? Because remember, we're setting our course. We are setting our course. So those are the messages that the Akashic Tarot has for us. I have several other decks here. I like that. I think that that's very helpful. I feel like at this time, with what's going on in humanity, a lot of people are like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do with myself? So I feel like that's a lot of why this reading is coming out. You know, the external influence has been quieted so much with the quarantine situation that humanity is dealing with right now. And so it's causing us to really look at ourselves and where we're at and what we really want to do. So the next deck we're going to talk with today, that we're going to let Lesser God channel to us through, is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. We're going to look at the same questions, which is, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? And what is my purpose here and now is the second one. So connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. All right, one for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Love, Source God, with accuracy, clarity, and truth. Let me see, speak, and hear it. the answer to question number 1, the answer to question number 2, and the base of the deck, we have first light, beginning a new cycle. So the base is our foundation. It says we're beginning a new cycle. Let's see what the book has to say. Beginning a new cycle with the first light. The card meaning says, a new day has begun in your life. You are at the beginning of a new cycle. It's time to release the old and start again. Wipe the slate clean. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships that no longer empower you, it's now time to set your sights on the future and let go of the past. The traveler faces east toward the sunrise and affirms that a new day and a new cycle have begun. New beginnings are often fraught with the unknown, yet the sacred traveler has observed on the extended journey that life goes in a cycle. In the cycle of life, the plants die in the autumn, so there can be new birth in the spring. The sun rises and the sun sets. It's the universal dance of death and rebirth. There's a time to end and begin. In your life, it's the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Face fear about the unknown and be willing to begin anew. You will succeed. Yay! I like that message for us today. I'm going to move you closer. Gonna move you closer. Hold on. Sorry about all the jiggles and wiggles. All right, let's see what is the answer to our first question. So what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? And we've got reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So realizing that we're reaching our destination, shining our light brightly. This whole shining our light brightly keeps coming up. Let me get a drink before I read from the book for us. All right, reaching your destination. Shout out to all of our silent watchers and stalkers. So thankful that you're here. One of these days you'll break that cocoon and speak. All right, here we go. All your hard work and effort is paying off. Glory, triumph, and success are yours. If you've given your power away, now is the time to reclaim it. It's time to stand in your own light. A destination is less of a place, but more of a new way of seeing the world. Your dreams are moving to fruition. If you have any incomplete projects or unresolved relationships, this is the time to complete them. This is an important part of reaching your destination. Take time to celebrate and acknowledge your successes in life. The sacred traveler wants you to know. The voyage was long and there were many adventures along the way. But as your trek reaches the destination, there's a feeling of joy and celebration. It's important to stop and rest and congratulate yourself for who you are and for what you have done. The traveler forgives those who, on the voyage, were less than honorable. Release any feelings of resentment, fear, and sadness that you may have gathered along the road. You've reached your goal. Let everything else go. You're a majestic being who can bring light into the hearts of others. Celebrate and honor yourselves. You are so worth it. So, realize that you are what you need to be. You have accomplished so much. You've come through a long journey. This is our advice. Remember, this is our advice. And remember that you're set up and you're in the position of glory, triumph, and success. Now, I'm hearing for us too, we have to remember that everybody else in the physical world doesn't always recognize all our successes, and that's okay. This could be talking about literal physical achievements, relationship achievements, but I really feel strongly that this is speaking to our spiritual accomplishments. You have totally come into a place of power, it said. So let's look at what is my purpose here and now. And I just want to ask Redaha, Christina Redaha, are you Hope's family? My friend Hope Redaha Cole, are you her family? I just want to know. Okay. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. This is our purpose right now. Rejuvenating rain. Clearing the past and healing the present. So let me find this. Oh, it's right there. Here we go. Card meeting. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There is a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. Absolve self. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. The sacred traveler wants you to know, in order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast to clear out your body while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energy field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower. Swim in the sea. Run in the rain. And might I add, do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before you drink your water, say thank you to it. Yay, I knew you were Hope's family. Real quick, guys, Hope was a friend of mine. She passed, and I had come into my spiritual awakening. You don't know this, Christina, so this is going to be new to you. I had come into my spiritual awakening during the time that I knew Hope while she was still here with us in the physical. And when she passed that day she was passing, I said, no, she has a lot. Like she was part of the lodge. She was part of all these active groups in society, and she had a huge circle of people around her. So I was not going to go to the hospice because I didn't want to crowd the room. I said, I'll just say peace to her now here. I don't need to physically be there. And let me tell you, she was like, get your ass over here. I got to the hospice about 20 minutes before she took her final breath, and I sat there, and there was a chair for me. So I was like, okay, I see that I'm not like taking up space that could be better used by her family or whatever. But it was really interesting because I finally was awake to spirit. I could finally feel and hear, and I was really awakened. So for whatever reason, this needs to come out now, if nothing more for Christina to know, but somebody needs to know this, right? So I went, I was there. I was happy that I was there. It was a very melancholic mood, of course, because everybody knew she was taking her last breath. But I'll tell you what, when she took her last breath, her spirit rushed to me. It was like whoosh. And then her sister said, is she stop breathing? I already knew. I just stayed silent. And they realized that she had taken her last breath. I knew it before they said anything because her spirit came to me. And it wasn't frightening at all. It was actually a very beautiful experience. But I found myself moved to hum a tune. This guy is, I don't know his name, how to say it, but it's Israel, and he goes by Iz, and he's like giant, and he's passed already too, but he made the version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So I just started humming. And I knew that that's part of why I was there, to offer my voice in that soft, subtle way. And then the other thing that was weird, like I know her daughter, I know the baby, but all of a sudden, like this child, she spoke to me a few times. You know, we're not like the best friends or whatever, but I've been to her house. Hi, Melinda, you know, a cute little girl. Anyways, she came to me, and I held her in my arms for at least half an hour to an hour, somewhere in there. And I realized like Hope took me there because she knew that I was going to be sensitive enough to receive her spirit and hold her baby. And I'm so thankful and grateful that she chose me to hold her baby in that moment and to hum that tune. And for somebody like you need to know that. I feel like you're going through a really difficult time right now. It's going to be okay. And when it happens to you, don't be afraid. It's okay. It's a good thing. I'm not in any way like I have zero negative things to say about the experience. It's absolutely blessed and beautiful. So there's that. Okay, so thank you for showing up, Christina, because somebody needed to hear that, and I don't think it was just you. I really don't. Somebody is going to comment in this in the future. All right, so let's see. What is the next deck? Oh my God. She says, I'm crying because I felt her loud vibes. Man, Hope be coming to me all the time, and she be talking mess. See, let me tell you something about my friend Hope. She be talking mess. She be talking trash. She go put you on blast. And one thing I love about Hope was I went through a lot of challenges around my family. And you know what? She always told me, Melinda, you're doing the right thing. You'll be blessed because your heart is in the right place, and she would always give me very encouraging words. But I love Hope very much, and she's still very alive. She's just in spirit, and she always come through. Okay, and she's telling you, I love you, girl. All right. So the next deck I'm going to use is the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. Her heart is like just with me right now because I'm speaking her up and because Christina's watching, and it's like, oh my God, her spirit is so with me, and she's like so happy that I got this message out. So okay. Okay. Oracle of Mystical Moments. Oh Lord, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so thankful and grateful for this moment that I could be of service in this beautiful way. Oh yes. All right, love source God, you ready to do this? I'm ready to do this. Let's go ahead and get this shuffle in, ladies. All right. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. Now, something happened while I was shuffling, and I just got an intuitive hit, and it said, Spirit is giving us some energy right now, some spiritual upgrades that are a challenge to our physical 3D body to receive. So this could be resulting in the side effect of extreme fatigue, body aches, headaches, earaches, nasal issues. And Spirit is saying to us, it will pass. Handle it as much as you can. If you have to use some sort of medication, fine. Try to stick to something holistic. If you can't, fine, do what you have to do. But if you can handle it without any aids, that would best serve you. And it's because you're being upgraded. And I'm hearing there's a lot of changes to your DNA going on right now. But there's a lot of spiritual upgrades going on right now. Okay. So there's that for whoever needs that. So card number 1, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? And what is the purpose here and now? What is my purpose here and now? The foundation of it all is Butterfly Garden. Card number 48, Butterfly Garden. All right, let's see. Butterfly Garden, number 48. What does the book have to say for us? Somebody channel these messages. All right. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes toward the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we would just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. So what I feel, quickly, the keywords are curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. I strongly feel that some of you have been seeing butterflies and just nature, ladybugs, butterflies, birds, caterpillars, and they are messengers, And so definitely look to see, first off, what do you know about that creature, its life cycle, its habits, the way anything about its existence. What do you know, and what does it remind you of? And then Google spirit animal meanings of that animal, because it happened for a reason and you saw it. Okay. So, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose to be fulfilled? Keys on trees. It's card number 49. So, the advice for you right now, keys on trees. With the elephant in the cage up on top of this tower, I feel an unlocking of memories right now. Interesting. So, with that, intuitive hit is saying before you go to bed, ask yourself to unlock the meaning and to recall the memory of the dreams that you're having, especially where they're there for guidance. The book says, Keys on Trees, believe in yourself, solutions, creativity. On the top of a winding, shiny metal tower, there is an elephant captured in a cage. A vast jungle of giant trees and plants surrounds him. But the elephant is not distressed. There are keys hanging from the trees. If he picks one, he can open the cage and release himself into the wild. No situation is too complicated to be solved. Look in unexpected places for answers. You have the creativity to find the way out. So the advice for us is to believe in ourselves and look for solutions. I feel like there's also some advice here to free yourself. There's keys all around to free yourself. There's many ways to free yourself from anything that feels confining. And I'm hearing with the quarantine situation, you can free yourself without having to leave the place you're in. Learn to use the power of your mind. So let's see. What is my purpose here and now? Card number 31 is Lorelei. So let's see what the book says. Lorelei is interesting. She's giant. Look at how big she is. Look at the people on the boat. She's giant. Let me see what it says about Lorelei. These are new cards. I just got these while I was in Sedona, for those of you who don't know. So let's see what it says. The keywords are power, responsibility, fate, and race. And remember, we're asking about our purpose here and now. It says a mermaid sits on a rock and gazes toward the ocean. A small ship floats nearby, connected with her through a rope. She has the power to decide the destiny of this ship and the fate of the crew. With a flick of her wrist, she could toss the ship against the shore, or she could let it continue its journey. What will the mermaid decide to do? She has suffered great loss in her own life. Will she continue the cycle of pain, or will she allow healing and grace to calm the waters? So our purpose right now is to make a decision that either causes more pain or allows healing and grace. Okay? The advice is to unlock ourselves and believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. A lot of times the lock that we have on ourselves is just not believing that we can have success or accomplish our goals. Wow, I like that. I hope that helped you. Let's see what else we have. I got a lot more cards to go through, ladies and gentlemen, gentle folk. All right. The next deck I'm going to use is our Archangel Power Tarot cards. The heart chakra bowl rang from my nails. So again, heart energy, love, grace, compassion, kindness, all coming up. So let's see, what is the messages for us? We are still working with our 2 questions. That's what we're going to do. That's what God said to do. All right, hold on. Oh, God, that feels so good. Somebody's got an itch and you got to scratch it, baby. Scratch that itch. All right, connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine truth, let me hear it. See, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth. Love, source, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Card number 1, card number 2, and the bottom of the deck, we have the wheel. So the foundation of this is the wheel with Archangel Jeremiah. It says, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Okay, so let me see. Let me find this card in the book. Hold on. Here we go. Exciting changes are coming. The wheel spins with the power of life and turns to bring you prosperous new opportunities. If you've been finding it difficult to get your plans off the ground, that will change now. Sudden movement forward is likely. While the idea of change can sometimes be worrying to people, you must trust and know that the universe wants you to be happy. Unexpected events are meant to point you in a direction that will bring you a more joyful and fulfilling life. If you feel uncertain, ask Archangel Jeremiah to give you a clear understanding of where you're headed. A fresh start, optimism for the future, ability to adapt. Archangel Jeremiah is the angel who can help us see our lives clearly so that we can make assessments about changing circumstances. His name means mercy of God, and he assists those wanting to review their past in a kind and forgiving way. Archangel Jeremiah has the ability to inspire great visions of the future. Call upon him to help when you're seeking inspiration on how to successfully make amazing changes in your life. So it feels as though at this point in time, like we are being encouraged to really go with the unexpected changes because God's mercy is showing in our life and we're being redirected in some way. Redirection is here. So the first question for card number 1 is, what is the advice from me right now for the purpose I chose before I got here to be fulfilled? And the card we have is the 9 of Michael. It says, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. So the advice, remember this is advice, release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So let's see what the book has to say about the 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. The worst case scenarios you're playing over and over in your mind are unlikely to come true. Free yourself from this form of self-punishment by turning to the power of positive thinking. Release all feelings of regret, guilt, or anxiety to your angels. Consider speaking to a trusted friend who can help you find an objective point of view. Ask your angels for nights of restful sleep and pleasant dreams. Refocus. Hold on, gotta turn the page. Refocus your thoughts on the outcomes that you're hoping for. Additional meanings: darkest before the dawn, questioning past choices, and stress. Now, this is coming up in our advice place. Advice to fulfill our life purpose that we chose right now. So our advice is to focus our thoughts on our outcome that we desire, let go of worry, give the worries up to God, give them up to the angels, ancestors, God. What do you believe in? Give them up to that, your higher power. Stop beating ourselves up with our thoughts and use the power of positive thinking. It's time to get over feeling regretful, guilty, or anxious about what's going on. And some of you have to ask a friend of yours if they could just cure you out, and maybe you just need to run something by them. And also, if you've been having a hard time resting because things are changing in your life, it's time to ask for a good night's rest. A good night's rest is so important to a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Okay. So, what is my purpose here and now? Is the answer that we have here. It says epiphany, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And this is in the traditional, this is the hermit card. And the hermit does the self-search, the self-work, and then holds that light up for other people. Once they found the light, they hold it up so others can see it too. And this is Archangel Raziel. So let me read from the book for you. Trying to make sure y'all can see the image is good without a glare. All right. This card signals that you're on a quest to discover your true self. Meditation and quiet time provide great insight into the nature of your own heart and your life purpose. This is not a time of loneliness, but of inner joy and exploring your divine light within. You may find a mentor who magically shows up at the right moment. It could also be that it's time for you to share your own spiritual journey with others who are seeking a mentor. Archangel Raziel holds up his lantern of enlightenment to welcome you to the starry mountaintop where self-discovery awaits. Additional meanings? Consider life's mysteries. Spend quiet time alone. Be a light to others. Heed your own counsel. Wise advice is coming your way. Archangel Raziel watches over spiritual teachers and students who are looking for insight or to tap into their own inner knowledge. You can call upon him to assist you in understanding complicated metaphysical concepts. If you're finding it difficult to meditate, ask Archangel Raziel to help quiet your mind and allow your angels and guides to bring you to the spiritual insights you're seeking. While I'm reading this, I'm hearing, get your notebooks out, take notes. You might want to remember this stuff. Just saying. Rewind it, watch it as many times as you need to. Okay? So the purpose right now is to find our joy and our spiritual growth. Scratch that itch. Spirit's been calling you to do something. Please scratch that itch, right? And to shine your light for others. Shine your light. Okay? Because things are changing. Things are changing for all of society. Like, huge changes are in store. There's a lot more coming than we've ever seen before. So if you have the light and you know how to tap into that, your brothers and sisters of humanity could use that power, that energy, that advice, those techniques that have helped you to get this far. Yes. Also, if you know you're a spiritual teacher, now is the time to teach. And if you're a spiritual student, know that your teacher is here. There's a teacher. When the student is ready, the teacher will come. Okay. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck is our next deck that we're going to speak from. So let's see what are the messages from Love Source God for us to aid us right now. Hold on, I got to get, please tell me I have that here. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This is my old deck. I have two decks of these. In the old deck, I have the book somewhere else. But I got my new deck right here, so the book is right here. Perfect, because we're going to need that. All right. So, Love Source God, thank you for these perfect messages. What we need to answer these two questions to help guide us in this perfect purpose that we're fulfilling, connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Oh, spirit, heart, and mind. Okay, connecting the spirit and spirit. So there's some message your spirit is trying to give you through your heart and mind that is a little bit of a challenge to receive, okay? Bone Shaker says, definitely need to hear this reading. I'm so thankful and grateful that you found us today, Bone Shaker, for this reading, because I did not send out notifications for this one, but I know YouTube does. Okay, one for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine truth, let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. So card number 1, card number 2, and the foundation is rest and reconsider. This is traditionally the 9 of Wands. So let me find this in the book. All right. All right, here we go. Found it. Keywords are fatigue, perseverance, strength, recharge. Sometimes the struggle to create and maintain harmonious and fulfilling relationships just seems like too much work. You put forth your best effort and give more than your share and find that there are still issues to be dealt with. You're tired, and at times you just want to give up. The message of this card is to persevere. You may have been disappointed or hurt in the past. Know that those past sorrows have made you stronger, even though you don't feel that way at the moment. This is a good time to briefly step away from any conflict or issues around love. Give yourself some space to relax and replenish your energy. Continuous effort stresses the body and dulls the mind. You need to rest and reconsider your methods. Once you've charged yourself, you'll be stronger, clear-headed, and confident, ready to move forward once again with new ideas about how to improve your situation. So, at being at the foundation, some of you can find yourself here in the place where you say to yourself, I just need to chill. I just need to get back to myself for a moment. So you could either be taking a break from a relationship, or it could be just a few moments. It could just be taking an hour. Maybe that's why you're watching this video, because you're taking an hour away from your relationship. Well, let's see. What is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose before I got here to be fulfilled? The 5 of Pentacles, feeling alone. The advice is to be alone. Let's see what the book has to say about that. Feeling alone. Interesting that that's our advice. And we just talked about taking time away. It's apparently this time alone is much needed at this time. So give me a second. Let me find it. Here it is. So also I'm feeling strongly the urge to tell you that in the traditional tarot, whenever the 5 of Pentacles comes up, this is our abandonment issues, issues of emotional attachment and lack. So let's see what the keywords are. Lack, abandon, insecurity, and support. True love and emotional support may seem lacking at this time. This card suggests a period of feeling lonely or abandoned. You may think that no one understands you or your needs or even cares about you. Perhaps someone you turn to for support has deserted you, or a hoped-for love has rejected you. Your insecurities may rise to the surface to overwhelm you at this time. All that you desire may seem unattainable. Don't let your confidence be shaken. There are lessons in everything. And know that this difficult period is only temporary. Your spirit guides and the divine support you. Talk with them about how you're feeling and what you need right now. Also, seek the support of those friends and family who are there for you. Help is at hand. You just don't see it. Be careful, because depression feeds upon itself. Lift yourself out of it by doing something physical. Take a walk, exercise, sing, or even volunteer your time. You will feel better, and in doing so, will attract happiness into your life. So this is saying that the time alone is best used to talk to God, to talk to spirit, to your angels. And if you're having a hard time getting out of that funk, go do something. Do something. Take a walk, exercise, sing, volunteer. But don't let yourself begin to create this negative, self-defeating mentality and just feed that, because that's dangerous, right? So what is my purpose here and now? Success and growth. Yay, that's the 8 of Wands energy. Let's see what the message is. The key words are accomplishment, speed, resolution, and progress. It says the energy of manifestation is around you now, and you're being moved forward in a positive way. Stay focused on your heart. When this card appears, success is at hand, and it may happen quickly. Your past efforts are being rewarded. This is a time of new, flourishing relationships and successful resolutions to conflict and struggle. This is also an ideal period for greater understanding and personal growth. Listen expectantly for messages that will help you see yourself and others in a fresh and positive light. These messages can come from anywhere: your spirit guides, nature, books, or even a television program. They bring new beliefs about love and what is possible. Old ways of thinking and being are coming to an end. Plant these new ideas as seeds and watch them take root and grow. So this is our purpose here and now, planting new seeds, new ideas that will take root and grow, okay? This is why we're in this period of isolation. Also, it's time for greater understanding and personal growth. Stay focused on our heart. This is the purpose of why there's this breaking period, this pause, whatever way you want to call it. It looks like a pause. It looks like a timeout. So let's see what else we have. The next deck I'm going to use is my healing, or what's it called? The Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards. Let me put this deck up. If I would have left all these cards out, there would be no more room to see these cards because there's so many. Even just pulling 2 from each deck. All right. So I'm excited to continue this reading because I feel like this is what I needed. If y'all didn't need it, I needed it. Hey. So this is the cards we're going to read from now. All right. Let's get these shuffles in. How are you doing so far? You still with me? How is these messages serving you? All right. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and spirit. All right, 1 for the body, 1 for the heart, 1 for the mind, 1 for the spirit, divine truth. Bless for sky, let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, for their highest, latest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise. The bottom of the deck is our foundation, and it is dioptes. So this is where we find ourselves, and its key phrase is heart healing. Heart healing. So let's see what's going on here. Dioptes. We're going to read from the book. See what it says. This book has a little bit more depth in the reading. So let's see what it says. Hold on. The crystal medicine of the dioptes. Dioptes is one of the most powerful heart-healing crystals on the planet. Its energy penetrates deep. Now remember, this is the foundation. So this is where we find ourselves now, okay? Its energy penetrates deep into the inner chambers of the heart. transmuting old wounds of the past. The energy of the green ray brings powerful healing and transformation to the heart chakra. When you are blessed with Diopte's healing energy, you feel safe. When you are blessed with Diopte's healing energy, you feel safe and supported to freely live and love from the heart. You have called this card into your life today as a sign that you are currently going through a deep healing of the heart. It is our natural state of being to be open and free in our expression of love and to share this with the world. We spend our lives in and out of relationships, trusting people, and along the way we get hurt in the process. The natural survival instinct is to shut down and protect the heart from yourself and those around you so you don't get hurt again. This can cause a huge disconnection in your life as you walk around numb from the pain of these old wounds and scars. The key is to hold yourself and love yourself through your hurts, keeping that beautiful, loving heart of yours open and alive and free to love, no matter how painful it can be. Love is the essence to all healing. No matter the situation, know that deep heart healing is at hand. The loving divas of Dioptes have now arrived to shower their healing light into your life. Open and allow this energy to touch your heart deeply and fully. You are encouraged to take some sacred time out for yourself as your wounds are transformed back to love and compassion. Spend time in nature or by the sea to nurture and support you in this healing process. It is perfectly normal that you may experience a loss or sadness flowing through you as you release and heal from this pain. Or perhaps you could be feeling joy and freedom as you allow a deeper level of divine love and forgiveness into your heart. It's now time for you to come back to your heart center as you experience this sacred time of heart healing and transformation. So this is where we are at. We have been doing this. We have been doing heart healing. We have been in this, working with our heart, healing from the pains of the past. I want to say hello to Lee and Lady Luck. Welcome. So let's find out. What is the advice for us right now for the purpose that we each individually chose to be fulfilled? I mean, the purpose that we chose before we got here to be fulfilled. What is our advice? Our advice is rose quartz, inner child. And rose quartz also has to do with heart healing, but let's see what the book has to say. Rose quartz, inner child. Rose quartz is known around the world as the stone of love and compassion. Its energy is very gentle and soft, inviting us to open fully to receive its healing medicine of love. Its nurturing energy allows us to feel safe enough to surrender to our vulnerable nature. In this sacred space, we connect deeply to the essence of our inner child. Rose quartz encourages you to deeply heal any old wounds connected to inner child issues. It invites the essence of the inner child to surface for healing and transformation to occur. You have called this card into your world today to remind you it's time to reconnect with your inner child. The inner child is a reflection of the childlike feelings and emotions that we have within that have been misunderstood and wounded. Due to stress and the intensity of life itself, we seem to hide these more vulnerable emotions and aspects of ourselves away so we don't get hurt. The divas encourage you to reconnect to the magic and innocence of the child within and open to this aspect of yourself in your daily life. Your inner child is calling you to come out and play. When were you last spontaneous? Or did you feel the magic of life through the child's eyes? Did the things you did as a child that made you happy, like ride your bike or build a sandcastle? This card may also be gently guiding you to the understanding that what you are experiencing and feeling stems from your inner child. Old patterns, reactions, wounds, and behaviors may be playing out in your life, and you could be feeling unsafe emotionally. There may also be a mother or father issues that are affecting you and your relationships. It is time to embrace your wounded child within and allow him or her to feel safe and supported by you so that deep healing can occur. Breathe soft, nurturing energy of rose quartz into your heart and feel it dissolve any old wounds connected to your inner child. Nurture, support, and love the child within you, as this is the key to your healing at this time. So that's our advice. We got to deal with our inner child. Our inner child, okay? So, what is my purpose here and now? Here we go. Ancient Wisdom Crystal. It's a Master Teacher card. Ancient Wisdom Crystal. Let's see what it says. Ancient Wisdom Crystal. What is our purpose here and now? All right. It says, hold on. I want to make sure y'all can see without a glare. All right. These powerful crystals hold within them the love and wisdom of the universe. Over time, they have been programmed with sacred wisdom and knowledge of the past, present, and future. As this information is ready to be received, these crystals find their way into the hearts and hands of humanity, unlocking the ancient secrets of existence. Each crystal has a different message to share, as it assists in awakening our planet to a more expanded way of being, living more from a place of love and opening us to a deeper connection to our divine Mother Earth. To receive this message, simply sit with one of these crystals with the intention of receiving its wisdom, or you can screenshot this image. To activate the crystal's energy, focus on the small triangular etchings on its face. Once you have experienced a connection with an ancient wisdom crystal, you will receive a deep understanding that this knowledge and wisdom already lies within. You have pulled this sacred card today as a confirmation that you are currently tapping into the ancient wisdom that you have within you on a deeper level. The doorway to this ancient wisdom has now been unlocked, activating your soul's memory as you recall and access this deep-seated knowing to guide your life. The Divas acknowledge that this is a very powerful card that you have attracted, and it indicates that you have all the information and tools you require to move through this time or situation. It is time to stop looking outside yourself for the answers and time to look inward to the wisdom that is awaiting you. Everything you require to move forward or deal with this situation is already present, and you are encouraged to connect this wisdom, to believe in yourself, and to action this in your life. All the wisdom learned from this life and each lifetime you have ever lived lies within you. It holds your deeper personal truth, and it is time to believe in yourself and in the decisions and choices you have made in life. Although we all have access to this ancient wisdom at all times, this is a special time when this connection is amplified. Open up, connect, and allow this wisdom to flow into your world as it guides you on your path of deep personal growth and expansion. Another reason you may have pulled this card today is that it is a recognition that you are already connecting to this ancient wisdom, and new awareness and knowledge are awakening within you. So make sure to honor and listen to this inner guidance. Take some time to sit in silence with this magical card and crystal diva in your sacred space and allow this wisdom to awaken in every cell of your being. The divas are supporting you now. Trust and believe in the ancient wisdom you hold within and allow it to be your guiding light. You may even feel drawn to write and record this new guidance in a special sacred journal. So, what is your purpose? To connect to the ancient wisdom. To open up. Allow that wisdom to guide you. To believe in yourself and the choices that you make. If you choose it, the universe will unfold the path below your feet to help you attain that which you desire. But you've got to believe in yourself. That's the purpose of right here and right now, what you're dealing with this heart healing energy of dioptes that you've been going through, accessing your inner child. That inner child has some secrets for you about your purpose, what you wanted to do when you chose to come here. Okay. Now I'm going to choose to replace these last 5 decks with some other decks that I have with more deeper meanings, because I'm loving the depth of the information that's coming out. And for those of you who are sticking with us, I'm so thankful and grateful you chose to. And I hope that this is serving you well. I'm sure that it is if you're still here. So we're going to use, the next one we'll use is the Journey of Love. Okay. I love this deck. It was a gift. I don't have many decks that are gifts. I really cherish the decks that I have that were gifts. So I really love this one because it was a gift. So, of course, I really love all my decks. I'm so unbiased. I just love all my decks. Anyways, let's get this shuffle in. Let's see what are the messages. Thank you, love source God, for these perfect messages. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. And I'm hearing, if you know somebody who will benefit from these messages, please share this link with whoever. You can send it by text or share it on your social media. Okay? Connecting with spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and spirit. All right. Let's first got one for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine messages. Let me see, speak and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth. For my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. The base of the deck is the Blood Dance. It's card number 42. And it's got a message for me and you, remembering that the base is where we find ourselves. So let's see what it says. The heart craves life and the blood responds. Hold on, this hair. If you have long hair, you know the issue with hair. My hair is everywhere. Okay. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed. To those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving that feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it is easier to feel that divine presence than at other times. Yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connection shall return with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. The poem that comes with it says, love's language speaks like sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true, and give emotions weight the scales due. Each tear releases more than words say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. So, foundation. You've realized that you are connected to the divine, but somehow you feel some separation. That's a theme through these cards I'm seeing. So let's see, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose before coming to Earth to be fulfilled? And we've got card number 7, which says, Shifting universes. See change coming up as far as our advice. Let's see what it says. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the divine way of trust, even with its chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is, your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is. Even as you take your next step, your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses, or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you did not expect. The poem says, the dream. The taste and touch of you within, thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract, the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colors deep, to flow with feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing slow release, emotions song and soft refrain, awakened dreams that never cease. Advice. Take a risk. Try something different. If you're thinking about changing something, this is a time to make that change. Gonna make a change. It came out in my reading today, the Michael Jackson song. I'm just saying, in the love, peace, and happiness divine download. So, what is my purpose right here and now with what I find myself sitting in? Whoa. You got card number 49. The Woman of Light. Let's see what it says. I mean, she is radiant. Watch when I show you this. All right. Pure joy is my, hold on, rewind, restart, over again. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. Whoa, that's strong. I am the awakened one and the awakener. Wow. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living things. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. The poem says, I ask God for a deepening of my love, without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go. On any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe. In surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love. At levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives its precious liquid only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift, for if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. What is your purpose? Your purpose is the woman of light. I believe you are the woman of light in your environment, that you are the awakened being. And it's your purpose that you be that. As things are changing, allow the change, go with the change, make any changes that you feel are necessary so that you can fulfill your purpose of being the woman of light. Okay? Next deck we're going to use, we're going to use the Wild Unknown Archetypes. I like it. I haven't used it that much. It's deep. But we're going to use it today, baby. All right. Unboxing is a process with this deck. I know what I shall do. It has a box within a box. There we go. That's better. Hello, Wanda. Welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and do the shuffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lustrous God, for these perfect messages. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and the spirit. Thank you, Love Swiss God, for these perfect messages. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine messages, let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. The answer to question number 1, which is, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose that I chose before I got here to be fulfilled? And question number 2 is, what is my purpose here and now? And the bottom of the deck is our foundation. And boy, our foundation card is card number 19. It's the animal. So let me get in this book here. The animal is the advice, or the foundation. Sorry, the foundation, meaning this is where we find ourselves in the here and now. Everything that we've done has led us to this point. This could be our recent past. Okay, the animal. The book says the keywords are the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature. Yet through this archetype, we tap into power and direction, activating the animal within. Means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. When light, this archetype is vital, elemental, alive, and dances. When dark, savagery, pent up emotion, and lashing out. It says, go deeper. Listen to the audio recording of Mary Oliver reading Wild Geese. Repeat every morning for 1 week. I have not listened to this, but that's interesting. Additional information. Notice your resistance to the animal within. Where does it come from? What has it kept you from doing, wild one? The animal demands we get comfortable in our own skin. The minute you accept, express, and celebrate the physical body, you tap into animal energy. So this is accepting ourselves in our physical body, making peace with what we look like, what our physical needs are. And a lot of us could have, I also got, what was coming to me was like today, just today, I planted some more seeds in my garden and I did the show outside in my backyard. So there could be that calling to get in nature. Let's look at what is the answer to question number 1. What is the advice for me right now to fulfill the purpose that I chose before I got to Earth to be completely fulfilled? And it is the ocean. It's card number 35. Let me look that up in the book and then I'll show you again. Card number 35. The ocean. The key words are the unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. Remember, this is advice, okay? The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet amid its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth a new being. Life is change. Let the wave crash. Another message about change, going with the change, making change. When light, deeper than deep, big dreams and discovery. When dark, subsumed, drowned, polluted, and unpredictable. Go deeper with Shakespeare's The Tempest, or Garrick Kalt's The Raft of Medusa. So a little bit of reading if you're interested in that for your advice. The additional information on the side says, the ocean displays every emotion without shame. To witness its glassy moonlit surface and its unforgiving storms is to know the full spectrum of the human experience. Steady waves touch their surface, get in the water, no matter where you live. Each drop is part of the whole. The ocean is in every tear. So the advice, I get a couple of things. We got to be willing to go with the changes. There's change afoot, whether you're creating it or experiencing it as an experiencer of your life. Also, allowing yourself to experience the emotions that you're having. Like some of you are having some tough emotions, and that's okay. Do it in the healthiest possible way. And the connection, when it spoke of each drop is part of the whole. The ocean is in every tear. Like, dude, we're all connected. So we want to remember that while we're going through our emotions. All right. What is my purpose here and now? The answer we get from the archetype deck is the Kiss. This is card number 60. Let's see what it says. The purpose here and now. All right. The Kiss. The touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? This archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with each other, of letting in what was moments ago separate. Two become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. When light, sensual expressiveness, merging, inviting. When dark, neediness, pressure, dominance, disrespect. Go deeper with Andy Warhol's 1963 film, Kiss. Additional information, or the homework if you choose to accept it. Write down the story of your first kiss. What was changed in that moment? Hold on. Right quick in a hurry. If y'all can remember your first kiss, let me know, because I sure don't remember. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but whatever. All right. Additional information. Intimacy is multi-layered and requires our reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable, shameful. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, your purpose in right now. First off, your purpose is to kiss, to connect, whether that's with spirit or with another. Because I just said, I can't remember my first kiss. Spirit made me remember. It was what I would consider a highly inappropriate kiss. It was one of my female cousins. I was spending the night, and there was a lot of inappropriate behavior. And I heard she stole the experience of your first kiss. But you let her for whatever reason. So I kissed a girl, and I liked it. And I was way too young to be kissing girls. And it was way inappropriate. So now you know my dirt. Okay. Somebody needs to know that. And you know what? Because of this animal, I'm hearing this is being okay with who you are and where you are. Shit, we've all done some shit. You can go around and hiding it and pretending like you didn't your whole life if you want to. Or you could get real with yourself. And apparently, it's time to get real with yourself, even if it's emotional. That's the advice. Okay? Somebody may need to deal, I'm hearing somebody may need to deal with some family incestual or rape issue that they have been avoiding. Yeah, I feel like that's coming up for somebody. And it's affecting you body shaming or either being too open physically is what I'm hearing. So somebody needs that really strongly. All right. I hope that helps you. All right, we're going to go ahead and do next. I'm going to do a card from the Good Tarot. The Good Tarot wants to come out. Oh, yay. All right, I got our final 3 decks picked out. Hold on. Final 3 decks. All right. Next up, we have the Good Tarot. We said we were going to do 11 decks, so we're going to stick to that. Whoo-wee. I told you that archetype deck gets deep, y'all. That was deep. I wasn't planning on exposing myself quite like that. But it is what it is. And I'm not on here to pretend like I'm any perfect angel. That's definitely not who I think I am. I just know that I can channel these messages and I'm doing the best that I can and I'm okay with that and I hope you do too. So let's see, Lesser God, what are the perfect messages for us at this time? Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and spirit. All right. Thank you, Lesser Scott. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine messages with accuracy, clarity, and truth. Let me see, speak, and hear it for my beloved brothers and sisters of mankind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Tatiana. It's coming right now. So, for question number 1, what is the advice for me right now in order that I can fulfill the life purpose that I chose before I got here? And for question number 2, what is my purpose here and now? What is the bottom of the deck, though? What is the foundation of it all? Ooh, yo, we got the magician. The magician is here as the foundation. That's awesome. This is awesome, awesome. Let me see what the book says. When I am in alignment with Spirit's will, miracles are possible. When I see this card, I'm reminded that my will and skill alone will yield limited results. When I remember my partnership with Spirit, all is well. I'm required to explore my commitment to this co-creative alchemical relationship and see the result manifest beautifully. Through me, Spirit works magic. Yay! So this is saying that you have learned to be in alignment with Spirit's will. You've kind of given up a lot of resistance. You know that miracles are possible. And if you haven't gotten there, this is like where you're at right now. Okay? So let's see what's the advice. What is the advice for me right now for the purpose that I chose before I came to Earth to be fulfilled? The card you got is the Hierophant. Ooh, let's see, what is the message here? It says spiritual practice. This is your advice. You hearing, Tatiana? This is your advice. When this card appears, it reminds me to be committed to a spiritual practice to ensure a conscious contact to my higher power. When I have a daily practice of prayer and meditation steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator, life works out in wondrous ways. Rituals are in my highest good at this time. Exchanging vows is also highlighted. So if somebody's thinking about commitment, advice, go for your commitment. Exchanging vows is highlighted. Okay? Yes, ma'am. And also get all up into your spiritual practice. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we're talking to you. Focus on spirit. What is my purpose here and now is the next question we're going to answer with this card is 8 of air. So let's see, what is my purpose here and now with the 8 of air? Let's see what the book has to say. Release from denial, seeing things as they are, clarity. With Spirit at my side encouraging me, I open my eyes to see things as they really are. To be disillusioned is to free myself from illusions that keep me from the growth and healing I deserve. So I bid goodbye to illusions that have clouded my vision. Honesty gives me strength and courage to face whatever I have to face. So what is your advice? Focus on your spiritual growth. Do your spiritual practice. Make sure you take that time with God. And why? Because You need to have the courage and the strength to face whatever is coming your way. And you need to see things clearly. And this is what is going to help you. Okay? That is the messages that we have from the Good Tarot. The next deck we're going to get messages from is the Affirmators Tarot. Yay, I'm so excited. All right. Let's see what the Affirmators Tarot has for us today. Thank you, Lesser Scott. We're going to get this shuffle in. All right. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and spirit. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Thank you, Lesser Scott. Divine messages. Let me see, speak and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and truth. All right. The answer to question number 1. What is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose before coming to earth to be fulfilled? And question number 2. What is my purpose here and now? The foundation of it all, the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Holding on. Let me see what the book says, though. All right. The 4 of Pentacles says, look what you found. A golden arrow pointing to wealth, resources, and the kind of success that would fluster Forbes. But before you go high-fiving yourself, consider a brief word of warning. The fine print on the 4 of Pentacles cautions us against the ugly sides of wealth, namely greed, control, and full-blown, where's my reality show shallowness? Material possessions can be a lot of fun, but if they cast too strong of a spell on you, you're at risk of becoming a stingy, miserly Scrooge. See if you can split the difference in value your valuables without installing a laser security system around your wallet. I value my success, but treasure what is truly valuable, like things that have no monetary value. The universe sure loves irony. Hello, Dr. Pachi. All right. So the answer to question number 1, what is the advice for me right now for the purpose I chose before even coming to earth to be fulfilled? What card do we have? The 3 of Swords. Ooh, the advice is the 3 of Swords. What? The 3 of Swords. I feel like it's time to deal with some pain. Let's see. This is the advice. This card symbolizes disappointment, sadness, and heartbreak. The triumvirate of suck. I've never heard the word triumvirate. I'm really tempted to just go on dictionary.com right now. The triumvirate of suck. Whether you're mourning the end of a relationship, a failed creative project, or anything else that didn't turn out as planned, who knew the ambassador had a pecan allergy? The key is to allow yourself to mourn. Acknowledge the grief and or upheaval for what it is so you can feel your feelings and feel your way through them with feeling. And in the meantime, be thankful for the inventors of ice cream and vodka. I cry when I need to. I pamper myself when I want to. I'll move on when I'm good and ready to. So this is saying, hey, something's disappointing. Something is heartbreaking. And it says, you got to deal with the feelings. You've got to deal with the feelings. That it's okay how you feel. We said that earlier. We said that earlier. And so you've got to be at peace with feeling how you feel. And sometimes that's sad. Sometimes you just want to cry. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. But the feelings will not go away by squashing them, pretending they aren't there. And ice cream and vodka is not going to make them go away either. I'm just saying. Like, you can eat ice cream until you're 578 pounds if you want to. You can drink vodka until you're 6 feet underground if you want to. But until you face the pain that you've been carrying, that you're dealing with, and with the Four of Pentacles is a very holding on energy. Look, this dude is holding on to it, holding on to the pain. It will still be there. You have to let it go. So, what is my purpose here and now? The Eight of Wands comes up. Now, I know we had this in another deck, was the Eight of Wands in the same position. Now, I didn't stack them and I didn't keep them out, but I just know, like I know, that we have this card from another deck in the same position as far as purpose here and now. So let's see what the message is. Your life's been hit with a shot of intergalactic adrenaline, and out of nowhere, things seem to be falling into place. Relish this powerful time marked by productive work, never boring relationships, and trips that will make a jet setter's head spin. Who are you anyway? Wait, don't pause to answer that. You are in a fiery, inspiring whirlwind of a time, and you should lasso every second of it. Now giddy up. You've got a lot more of that top shelf living to do. I zestfully participate in the magic of my life. After all, what is a magic show without volunteers from the audience? So, your purpose is to really enjoy your life and take a hold of opportunities. Look at this unicorn has lassoed each of those wands. It's time to take a hold of all of the opportunities that life is presenting you. What's going to help us is letting go of this sadness. You got to feel it and release it. Otherwise, you're going to be busy sitting up under this cloud with the droopy face instead of lassoing your opportunities. I'm just saying, that's what's coming through. So that is what the Affirmators Tarot has for us today. And for those of you who've joined the show late and are asking for personal messages, just listen. The way it works on this channel is everything has a reason, and there's a reason for everything, including the time that you come on the show. I am just pulling cards and answering 2 questions for everybody who came here. If you were brought to this channel, if you clicked on this video, it is on purpose. God don't make mistakes. You're watching it because you need it. So watch it. Or click off. It's up to you. But we're giving this to you freely. And if you want a personal mini message, go ahead and make sure you subscribe, because when I go live for the Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download, as I do every day, that's your chance to get a personal mini message at the end of the reading. And you can always purchase a reading at that website that's right there. So our final deck for today with our messages is the Magical Unicorns Oracle cards. These guys haven't been on the show in a while, and they're so excited. They said, we want to be the final ones. We want to be fine. So here we are. They're the final deck, just as they've asked. These cards were kind of designed for children, so I'm interested to see what messages will come out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, love, source, God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for all of the messages that we've received this evening, and for these final messages here and now. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and spirit. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Love source God, thank you, thank you, thank you for these perfect divine messages with accuracy, clarity, and truth. Let me see, speak, and hear the answer to question number one, the answer to question number two, and the foundation of the spread. The foundation of the spread we have worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. You know what you want, and you've been waiting for it. This card means that your patience is about to pay off. You'll soon have what your heart desires. It will most likely be better than you expect. Everything happens at the perfect time, and this is why you needed to wait. You had lessons to learn, and other people had to be ready as well. Now, everything is set, and you'll find that your prayers have been answered. All of your patience and hard work will now be rewarded. For now, keep your mind focused on what you want, and don't think about fear in any way. If you become afraid, then ask your angels for help. You need to keep the faith. What you want is worth waiting for. Instead of settling for something that's good enough, you'll now have the best. You deserve the best. Your patience will be rewarded. So, the answer to question number one, what is the advice from me right now for the purpose I chose before I came to earth to be fulfilled? And the answer is listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Listen to your true feelings. This card means that someone might ask you to do something against your better judgment. You may be tempted to give in, to please the other person. You might worry that if you say no, the other person won't like you anymore. But this card reminds you that it's very important for you to listen to your true feelings before taking any action. You must choose for yourself what's right and wrong. If you feel confused, then talk with someone you trust, such as your mother, father, teacher, or best friend. You can also speak to your angels. In the end, though, you must decide what's right for you. This choice must come from your inner voice, not from outside pressure. Choose the path that will make you happiest in the long run. Some choices only feel good temporarily, and then afterward you feel let down. The best choices make you feel happy for a long, long time. To hear your true feelings, you'll need to make some quiet time. Close the door of your room and turn off all noises. Shut your eyes and breathe deeply. Then ask a question in your mind and listen. Listen to your body, your heart, and your mind. Write down everything you seek, think, see, hear, and feel from within. Take the action that you know in your heart is the right thing to do. And for our final card for our reading today, answering the question, what is my purpose here and now? We have share. When you share, everyone feels happy. So what is your purpose here and now? To share. If you like to make new friends, start by sharing with them. You can do this in many ways, such as helping someone with their work or giving them some food. You can also share your feelings with a person and they'll also share their feelings with you. Sharing feelings often makes your friendships closer. It's also a good idea to share things with others. Do you have anything in your closet that you never use? If it's okay with your family, why not give it away to someone who needs it? This will make you both feel happy. As you give away old things, you'll discover a secret. New things will come to you as if by magic. It's true. You can also share when you're with a group of people. For example, let someone else talk while you listen, or work as a team to win a game. You can also let another person win a game as a nice way to share. It is also important to let other people give to you. In friendships, both people give to each other, so let your friends share with you. All you need to do is say thank you and feel happy about how fun it is to share with your friends and family. So, what is the advice for us right now? Our advice is to listen to our true feelings and not to allow ourselves to be talked into something that our own intuition tells us not to. And what is our purpose here and now is to share, because what you're getting is better than you could have imagined. It's worth waiting for. I want to thank you all who have joined me and sat through this almost 2-hour long session. And I look forward to reading your comments, even if you're watching it on a replay. And until next time, love ya. Laters.